Okay, we're going to have to try a different title. We'll put some worthless blah, blah, blah title on my live, and we'll see how that goes. But I will tell you that reading the comments that Scott Del Fuego left in the last live stream, pretty sure that had a lot to do with my computer not only phasing out. Scott made some really good points. Hello, Shane Kaufman. Welcome to the machine. Big E, it's amazing. They keep bouncing you off. Ha, they have. So it could have something to do. I'm thinking maybe it was something I said. I'm thinking, that's what I'm thinking. So, but it could be something that Scott Del Fuego said in his comments on the last live stream. He was talking about one of the presidents exposing secret organizations. And as soon as I was scrolled down to that comment, the live stream disappeared. So that was the last part of the live stream that I saw live. Could have been before or after. I don't know when it shut off. But what I do know is that Blue Rose, welcome to the machine. Blue Rose and I reviewed. Thank you, Big E. And Big E is, for the people that are out there that don't know Big E's putting up some strong content on YouTube in regards to real life scenarios in the Philippines having to do with relationships, bonding with your partner, some crazy videos that he has up in regards to what words mean, the physical reality of a word known as gay. And he put on a satire show on he himself being gay, a gay man, which if you go to the Merriam-Webster's dictionary, as he said in his show, to be gay is simply to be a happy person. But he is misleading and or creating satire to the effect of what the true meaning of words are. So if you're not familiar with Big E's show and or Chi Corsair's current shows, I suggest that you go and watch Chi Corsair's and Big E's shows, because they are two Philippines bloggers that have taken over pretty much the internet, the airwaves of the Philippines. So along with Big E's satire, he puts in a lot of truths, and truths about the nature of the Philippines. For instance, in one of Big E's shows, in several of Big E's shows, what he did was he put in a factoid about the Philippines. And one of the factoids about the Philippines is that, and I've known this for years, because as soon as I got here, I became aware that the Philippines is a matriarchal society. And if you don't know what that means, I'll give you a brief description. But in short, the Philippines is controlled by the female or female gender of the Philippines. Big E said in his show last night there have been 2 female presidents of the Philippines, and many of the governors and the mayors of the Philippines are females. But it goes deeper than that, and he goes into the depth of the female predominance of the Philippines on his shows, giving you more information than I'm going to give you here. But what you should understand is a lot of the men in the Philippines, and I know this firsthand, are not what we call go-getters in America. They're pretty much, they stay at home. They're stay-at-home moms. Now, I know this for a fact, okay, because not only do I see it locally, but I've seen it through personal relationships that I've had in the past, where the mother goes out and earns the income for the family, and the father is a stay-at-home dad who washes the dishes and cleans the clothes and supposedly does the housework. But that is not always the case. Most of the times, the fathers that I know of, most of them are just basically lazy men. I mean, they'll have 7 children and they won't ever work a day in their entire lifetime of their marriage. And the wife will go out and earn a living and be the breadwinner of the family. Now, I see that in my community all the time, where the woman sets up a little food vending on the side of the road. And Big E even had this in one of his live streams. He interviewed a woman that put 6 children through college by working several jobs. So Big E has some really good content on his shows, and he puts out a lot of facts about the Philippines and how the Philippines has always been a matriarchal society. So if you're not familiar with Big E channel, I suggest you get over there and go through his live streams, and especially that interview he did with a woman. A Brit in the Philippines. Welcome to the machine, Chris Wren. Jack Thompson is back. Blue Rose makes another guest appearance, and I'm going to talk about. First, I'll read Big E's comments and the other comments, and then we're going to talk about something that happened on my last live. I don't know if it's 2 or 3 today. So I'm doing 2 or 3 videos, live streams today, because Big E said. Now, I would not have normally thought about this, but Big E said, look, the Philippines is on a complete lockdown. Not like you have anything else to do. So do 2 or 3 or 4 shows a day. And you know, if you have the time to do it, and today I do. Today's my rest day. Yesterday was a long day in the city, shopping, running around, trying to find a store that was open that sold Asus computers to no avail. All the computer stores were closed. So Big E says, I have to be in the background since I'm working. Just want to know if I'm watching. Just want you to know I'm watching. Just can't comment much since I'm on an online seminar. Well, thanks for stopping by, Big E. Thank you very much. The Big E in the BG now. Okay. I don't know what the BG is, but that's okay. So Man Bear Pig is back again. Jack Thompson, we are back. So I tried a different title that had nothing to do with politics, but I am going to talk about politics in a few minutes. Pedro Rojas Cervantes. Hello, Michael. First started following you when you first made the move 6 years ago. Okay. Thank you, Pedro. I just found your channel after about 3 years. So that goes to censorship. Why is my channel so hard to find? Now, about 3 years ago, I changed the format of my channel to being a Philippines blogger, but that didn't help my views at all. In fact, it destroyed some of my views, and at that point, YouTube censored my channel, but not because I changed to a Philippines blogger. It censored my videos because I put up some political truths, and they didn't like what I had to say. So thanks for finding my channel again, Pedro Rojas Cervantes. Brit in the Philippines and the Big E have also been in quite a few contacts with one another, and they do enjoy each other's show. So thank you. Now, I made a Brit in the Philippines my wrench so that if he had something that he wanted to post for links regarding the current situation in the Philippines, he would be allowed to do so. And I also trust Chris Wren of A Brit in the Philippines to not do any harm to my channel. He's just not that type of person. So he's my newest wrench, and I don't add wrenches haphazardly. Big E says, my goodness, you must have a crystal ball. You know, that's, and then he goes on to say, that's what my show is about, house husbands. We should talk about that. I'll give you a couple of first-hand references. So on my blog, first, Pedro Rojas Cervantes says, greetings from Toronto, Corona home of brain munching. Very, very Russ. Oy vey Russ, a Brit. Oy vey. Oy vey. Oy vey. That's a Rabbi Jew Barker expression if I've ever heard one. Graham says Google doesn't like opinions. They don't have a problem with opinions. They just have a problem with my opinion. So Man Bear Pig is also a wrench, and